There's certain positions on the chessboard that I personally don't really like. This is one of those positions. And for me, it's just a personal taste thing. You know, when I have to bring the knight out here to defend this pawn, I genuinely don't like that maneuver. And I don't like this position on the board. So why have I put myself in a position that I don't like? Well, firstly, it's because it's effective, it's developing a piece, it's supporting a piece, and the bishop as well is targeting one of the weak squares. So what is making me not like this position? It's because the bishop's not supported, and at the end of the day, most players will defend this pawn. So looking for this knight moving to come here to attack here really is a bit superfluous. So in my head I'm thinking, well, what is the point in actually bringing this here, attacking this weak pawn there? But what I have learned to do is like this unlikable position, because what it does is it gives something for the opponent to think about while I'm adjusting my pieces on the board. And again, bringing this pawn here, blocking out the bishop so that my dark square bishop can get into the game. It seems backward because now my bishop is stuck behind the wall. Still has that threat. The opponent has to think about it, I suppose. Ordinarily they would have brought the pawn down here, but now the opponents come early with their knight, so it's probably a bit of a problem for them, because now we're developing our pieces. They're going to look to probably support the pawn, opening up more pawns to try and control the center a little bit in that aspect. But they haven't done that. They've gone for a sort of Paul Morphy type thing, attacking a higher piece with a lesser piece, which is always good. So simplify, just capture. And if the knight takes, then obviously we can take the knight back with the bishop, develops his queen. Let's have a look at the tail of the tape. It's equal at the moment with the pawn situation. So we could grab this pawn before thinking about taking the knight. So that again is like playing the odds in terms of, I don't like this position, and as you saw, the opponent actually gave us a better position on the board. So we were sitting waiting as we were developing, talking about the position that we don't like. And I think it's trying to get a happy medium with playing chess, because you're going to be put in positions that you really don't like, but you have to fashion some type of methodology that helps you deal with that, so that you're getting better positions that you are going to like in the longer term part of the game. So we could take the knight, bishop takes is on the pawn here, could develop the dark square bishop, or we could just go on castle. King safety for me, because it's looking a little bit not messy, but if we go and extend out without actually developing any more pieces, we lose tempo. A bit like what's happening to the opponent now. The dark square bishop's going to have to come out so that they can go on castle. So we don't want to lose tempo. There's all the concepts that we have to think about when we're developing. And he's going queenside castling then, because he's not moved the bishop, he's moved the queen. Where's the queen targeting? Targeting towards here. He's not got any support at the minute, so is he looking for his knight to jump here? Might be time to take the knight off the board, but then the bishop is going to have this here. And is he then looking for some sort of funky queen attack on this situation like this? So our knight can just simply take this bishop off the board. It seems to me that the bishop is going to be more powerful in the longer term from that picture. I don't like that picture. The knight doesn't seem to have a good forward picture, so this is why we took the bishop off the board. The things we don't like, we've got to learn to deal with them. Either we leave them as they are and we sort of like paper over the cracks, or we actually just demolish the whole thing so that we can start afresh. It's finding different analogies for yourself, different stories for yourself to help you through the game. Because just constantly thinking about, yes, chess theory and chess maneuvers doesn't always help me. I like to use different analogies within my own personal life you know, how I've got through certain things, or how things have you know, impacted me in certain ways, and how I've reacted to that. It's the same with playing a game of chess. Sometimes you have to do the mundane things, such as, say, if you've got a job, going to work, or whatever it is that you do on a daily basis, which you would probably class as like a chore, or you know, it's something that has to be done. um, and then there's those occasions where you can go, there's something a little bit special here. I might take some time out and go and do that special thing. So now we've got rid of that, what we can do is bring this rook here, facing the queen, facing the king. And the knight can come in front, obviously, but the rook can still take, so we're pinning the queen to the king. So on paper it looks like we're going to be winning their queen. There's always jostling that's going to be made, people scratching like anything. If the knight does move, the bishop takes the queen anyway. So it does look like we have won the queen, which is good, seeing as we're talking about things that we don't like. And as we were saying, we might find something that makes our day special, and this was that particular situation, just as we were speaking. Timing. So to make chess interesting for yourself and to try and develop in your own unique way, like me, I've found my own unique way of using different stories, not chess-based stories, life-based stories, to try and improve and enjoy my games more. So I tell the story. I tell a story each move I'm making, if I'm not happy with it and the opponent's resigned. So tell a life story to improve your chess.